Hello guys, welcome to another edition of our free masterclass video series program. Now this is episode 5. Alright, but before we get into our discussion proper today, let me make this brief announcement. Now, Rallytop Academy YouTube channel was created because our main channel, which is Rallytop Investing, was hijacked by some hackers. All right, and for 7 whole weeks Rallytop Investing was in the den of hackers. Now during that period we decided that it was not good enough to leave our esteemed subscribers and our fans in limbo, that we needed to continue to engage them in order to expand their knowledge in the concept of smart money. All right, that was why we created Rallytop Academy. All right, nevertheless, the management of this organization has decided that we are going to retain the 2 YouTube channels, that is Rallytop Academy and Rallytop Investing. Now on Rallytop Academy YouTube platform, we are going to continue with our free masterclass video series program, at least for now. All right, and if there are updates, we will not hesitate to let you know. All right, okay. Now with that being said, let's go straight into our discussion today. Now in today's episode, we want to look at the concept of high resistance versus low resistance order blocks. All right, what does it mean? Well, high resistance order block is any order block that has liquidity in front of it. All right, that has liquidity in front of it. That is what is known as high resistance OB. Now what is low resistance OB? Low resistance OB is any OB that you mark that does not have liquidity sweep in front of it. If there is no liquidity to be swept before that candle you mark as OB, be sure that that candle you mark as OB, your OB, will become the liquidity. Okay, so it's as simple as that, very simple as that. Now take a look at this price. All right, broke structure here and dropped. All right, remember the books tell us that after every break of structure there will be an OB. So there is an OB here. Now when price retraced, price failed to go and tap into this OB before dropping. Rather, price stopped halfway and dropped. Why? Because there was no liquidity in front of this OB to be swept. All right, so there was no liquidity here before this OB to be swept, and therefore the institutions had to drop price again. All right, to at least engineer liquidity. So they engineered this liquidity here. Okay, now as they drop price, they broke structure again. Price came back up. All right, but also failed to tap on this OB before dropping. Can you see that? It failed to tap on this OB. Why? The same reason here. There was no liquidity here to be swept. So the institutions had to engineer, all right, liquidity here before they drop again to break structure the 3rd time. Now you have 1, 2, 3 OBs between this high and this low. This is where SMC traders, retail SMC traders, are confused about which order block that is likely to hold price. All right, now in this video I'm going to show to you the order block that is high resistance OB, which will hold price, and then the one that will not hold price. All right, now as you can see, the retail SMC traders, after the break of this last structure, they mark this as an OB. They want to place their sell order here, hoping or believing that when price comes back up, it's going to tap on this their OB before dropping to continue with the downtrend. All right, they did not take into consideration, or they do not have this knowledge that this OB here that they marked is low resistance OB. All right, why is it? It is because there is no liquidity to be swept here. All right, and therefore this is simply SMT, smart money trap. All right, this is smart money trap. So when price went back up, because there was no liquidity to be cleared, so this OB had to serve as liquidity, and so they took out this OB. Now remaining these two OBs. So this OB is not out. This is low resistance liquidity. Remaining these two OBs. Now the high here has served as liquidity for this OB here. All right. So your high resistance OB in this case will be these two OBs here. All right. But again, out of these two OBs, you must also understand that the OB at the extreme is always the most probable OB that will hold price. All right. The extreme, if you remember our video on trading ranges, I told you that in your trading zones, whether premium zone or discount zone, you need to buy from the extreme of your zones. If it is premium, you want to buy from the extreme of the premium zone. This OB here is at the extreme of the premium zone. So I would have taken this one instead of looking at this one. All right. But at any rate, these are the two most probable OBs that you can now look out for your trade, for it to hold up price. All right. This first one is a no-no. All right. I want you to understand that. Now the same thing here. Price broke structure here, created an OB. Broke structure again, created an OB. Broke structure the third time, created an OB. This OB here is low resistance OB. Why is it? Because there was no liquidity here to be cleared. No liquidity here to be cleared. All right. So the banks must use this as their liquidity. They will have to take out this OB that you mark. All right, in order to calm down. So now you have this. The low of this this low here serves as liquidity for this OB here. So these two OBs here can serve as your high resistance OB. But again, remember, after this OB, you still have a valid OB that is below it. Now, once there is a valid OB below it and it's at the extreme of your trading zone, all right, which is the discount zone in this case, all right, this would have been the most probable OB that you should target. But nevertheless, to be on the safe side, these are the two OBs that price will likely hold up with them. All right. So with that being said, let's get straight into the chart and let me show you some examples of what we have discussed so far. All right. Now, where are we to start from? Let's check. Now, take a look at this point now, guys. Here is the last higher low before this higher high. Agreed? Yes, that's the last higher low, and therefore this is our break of structure here. So price broke structure there. All right, the first time, and then look at here again. Price also broke structure here. All right, price broke structure here. Take a look. It broke structure there the second time. Can you see that? Because price pulled back here to form this high before dropping. All right. Now, after it dropped, remember, where is your high resistance liquidity and where is your high resistance OB and where is your low resistance OB? Now, your low resistance OB is this OB here. Many retail SMC traders, all right, will mark this as their OB. All right, hoping for price to come and tap them in. All right, but look at what price did. Now, some others will see this. This is another break of structure here. Take a look at it. Take a look at this. They will mark this as a break of structure, whereas it's not a break of structure, but they will mark it nevertheless as a break of structure as retail SMC traders. All right. Now, because they have marked this as a break of structure, they are looking for this bullish candle here to serve as an OB for price to tap on it and go down. Now, but look at what happened here. All right, can you see that? Price, all right, came back and blew through this OB. Why? This is a low resistance OB because there was no liquidity before this OB. All right, now price now went up. This OB here, all right, would have been a high resistance OB because this OB here is a low resistance OB. Why? There is no liquidity in front of it. Now, many retail SMC traders will argue that here is OB here. This is not your OB, guys. This is not your OB. All right. I mean, this is not your liquidity. This is not liquidity. Okay. Now, for you to have liquidity in the market, this is what you need to see. For you to have liquidity in the market, in the case of a bearish structure like this, all right, this is what you need to see. All right, this is your liquidity in the market. All right, it has to take out that liquidity before it drop. All right, as simple as that. Please take note of that. Here you didn't find that structure that I'm showing to you now, so this is not your liquidity in the market. That's why price, this is low resistance OB. All right, and price blew through it to where? Now to this OB that is sitting here, which is a high resistance OB. All right, this is a high resistance OB. Okay, and as you can see, price came to tap into it and drop. Why? Now let me take out this OB and show you why. Let me show you why. This is your liquidity in the market. This is liquidity in front of your OB. All right, remember I told you there must be liquidity in front of your OB. That is a valid liquidity in front of your OB, and that's why price now took out all these OBs that you mark here and came to this high resistance OB. All right, all these other OBs, the two OBs, were low resistance OB. Now we move forward. Now price as sorry guys, price has taken out this structure low here. All right, take a look at it. This structure low here had been taken out here. All right, it didn't take it out there, but now it took it out with a wick here. All right, and then after that, price broke through this low. Take a look. Price broke through this low here. Can you see that? And closed below it. All right, when it closed below it, now think about it. Where is your high resistance liquidity and low resistance liquidity? All right, after this break of structure. All right, now retail smart money traders will look at it that there is a break of structure here. After a break of structure, they will can identify this candle, this small candle here, as their OB. All right, they forgot that there is no liquidity here, so this is low resistance OB. This is smart money trap, guys, and as you can see, price went and took them out of the market. All right, now some other people will mark here as their OB. All right, that's okay. If that one didn't hold, then this one should be the OB that will hold price. So they will mark out something like this here as their OB. All right, and again, price took them out. Why is it happening? Now some people will even mark this one as OB. Whatever. All right, all this, they are smart money trap. Why? There is no liquidity in front of that OB. All right, there is no liquidity. I want you to understand that. Now where is your high resistance OB? Now this is your high resistance OB. Take a look at this OB here. Take a look. This is your high resistance OB here, guys. I want you to take note of it. This is your high resistance OB. Why? Because there is this liquidity in front of it. Look at it. Liquidity here. Liquidity. There is this liquidity here. All right, let me mark it out. You have all this as liquidity. This is liquidity in the market, guys. This is liquidity in the market. All right, again, you must understand what liquidity is before you can understand how to trade the market. So this high resistance OB came into this, and let's see whether it dropped. As you can see, it dropped heavily. Can you see that? It dropped heavily. And now you have another OB here and another break of structure here. Take a look. Here is another break of structure, guys. I want you to take note of all this. Here is another break of structure. All right, now where is your OB? After every break of structure, there will be an OB. All right, now people will mark here as their OB. They will mark this candle as their OB. All right, Is it actually an OB? No, that is not an OB. That is smart money trap. Why is it? Because there is no liquidity before this OB. Remember what I told you about liquidity. If you don't know how to identify liquidity in the market, you will always be on the wrong side of the market. All right, now there is no liquidity, so when price came, it went into this OB, and then people were happy. But anybody that takes this will be happy a little. At least you will be in break even or so. Price move a little bit. After moving a little bit, what happened? All right, price broke through it, came back and broke through it. Can you see? It broke through it. Why is it? Because this didn't have any liquidity here. This small move that you have didn't, there was no liquidity before this OB here. So that's why price just moved a little bit, and before you know it, it went up to violate that structure. All right, now as you can see, after that break of structure, some people will mark this as a break of structure. This is not a break of structure, guy. This is not a break of structure. I want you to know, to understand that that's not a break of structure. All right, we see that this is one whole leg, one leg. All right, this is one leg. All right, and then price went back up. If you don't understand why we say this is one leg from here to here, please go back to video number 1 in our free master of our free within our free master class video series, and then you would realize why this is not a valid break of structure. All right, now where is your high resistance OB? Here is your high resistance OB, guys. Here is your high resistance OB. All right, take a look. Where is your high resistance OB? Here. This is your high resistance OB, guys. All right, why is it? All right, why is it your high resistance OB? Because let's take out this very one. Let me show you. All right, because here is liquidity. Here, this one is liquidity, guys. This high serves as liquidity. All right, that's your liquidity in the market. All right, so after that liquidity is this OB, and therefore this OB is likely to hold price. All right, and as you can see, price went into that OB, all right, and dropped. As you can see, it dropped heavily. All right, so these are the ways to look at the market. All right, you need to trade like the banks. You need to understand, all right, what your low resistance OB is and what your high resistance OB is, and in doing that, you must be able to identify clearly your liquidity in the market. How do you determine liquidity? Matters a lot. How do you determine liquidity? Now, I've just shown you how to identify liquidity in the market, but unfortunately, retail SMC traders just mark everything, every high they just see in the market, all this as liquidity. They just mark it out. All right, now I want you to understand that. So okay, guys, I hope you had value in this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give us a like. All right, we need it. Please give us a thumbs up. I'm pleading with you so that YouTube algorithm will be able to share the video to a more larger audience. All right, please. And if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do so immediately, because every week we drop new educational videos. All right, and please help us to hit that notification bell icon. All right, so that anytime we drop a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, and if you haven't joined our main YouTube channel, which is Rallytop Investing, please do so, because you have over 30 educational videos that you can benefit from. All right, there, please do subscribe to that channel as well. Okay, and if you are yet to belong to join our free Telegram channel, please do so immediately, and our Discord server where you have healthy traders interaction, do so just immediately. All the links will be left in the section below. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I see you in our next educational video.